At least for me.
It's not easy. Particularly turn 1.
Oh, I'm driving the road course against the rules. Whoa!
What are you doing? That was a really dumb move. You've been disqualified for reckless driving.
You've been disqualified for reckless driving.
Oh, there's really inside trick. That's for the skip barbers or something. Very tiny little cars. Good luck.
Lekker met je Volkswagen Polo erop rijden.
Wordt die gebruikt, die binnentrek?
Ja, volgens mij wel.
Die valt nog steeds weg.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, Julian, how long you let the car warm up before you go?
If you press D on the keyboard, it will pop up the dash and just warm up the temperature to the normal routine temps. It's the same engine, so. Did you get that, or did I cut out?
No.
Yeah, I got it. What temperature do you like?
Between 105 and 115 is what I usually do.
Is that the same for the IR18?
That's Celsius, right?
Yeah, Celsius.
Yep.
I don't do Fahrenheit, sorry.
You use the same values for the IR18?
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The battle for P2 and qualifying is on.
Maybe for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've upset the officials with your slow driving. Your lap times will be deleted until you reset the car and try again.
I spun on pit. Alright, I'm gonna do a run without engine warming because I don't have time.
I crashed on all my laps.
She's
Green flag,
loose
green flag.
on the outlap. I did not remember that from testing. Alright. Not my strongest cube performance, that's for sure.
Oh, you didn't even set a lap?
No.
I think the furnace guy is here. I'm gonna have to turn off my mic.
Okay, no worries.
Dang, I touched the wall on the last one. That would have been my fastest one. Oh, I hate starting mid-pack.
Oh, you're exactly in the middle. At least I remembered to re-enable the chat this time.
One lap till we go green. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
So yeah, react to the road directly in front of you accelerating, not to the leader. Same for the restarts to the car directly in front.
Fighting for the podium.
Be patient, long race. Yeah, that's it.
I could just gun it down the backstretch, right? Like, we can just get this going, right?
Oh, this is fun.
I don't know why am I in first stroke on Sentinel.
I believe because you went really fast.
Okay, well, apparently we're running a 20 lap longer race than was scheduled. Okay.
That was a good lap, Patrick.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Okay, I did everything right except one thing, and you guys are gonna really laugh about this. I set up the lap count wrong. I'm just giving everybody 23 laps to race. So yeah, race is standard 40 laps instead of 120 like it was supposed to be. Oops.
More race good.
You have 4 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run. Everyone's gridded.
Sacre bleu.
Sorry. Julien, vite.
Catch star 50, 2, car. Catch star 40, 4,
Craig,
car.
please don't spin in front of the field again. The last short over we did in this league.
Nope, no promises.
For those of you who are about to die, we salute you.
Josh has got his master plan ready already.
Oh, I fully expect to kill myself. Fully expect.
Get ready, going green.
Well, to be fair, the arc that you make here versus Pocono is very similar.
Yeah, this is true.
Alright, good luck guys. Just be patient in this one, guys. It's gonna be a long one.
flag, green flag. Outside. Still there. Clear. Low car ahead. Go low.
What's
Go
up?
low.
What's
Go
up?
low.
Oh
Yellow
my
flag is
God.
out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Why are you
Left,
not
44,
braking
car by.
for real? I was standing still.
You good, John? You can pass me.
I made it.
Well, that was fun.
Left 38, car by.
I am
Pit
so
road is
lucky.
now open.
You need.
Judge 44, job. Judge 44, job.
I know how Josh was in there. I jinxed you, Josh. Sorry.
I literally made through it, but I fucking thundered for it.
Someone's got to watch my replay of the start.
I literally
I'm
jumped half the
so
field
worried
by
about
just
how-
avoiding that wreck.
How cold it was going to be.
I jumped about half the field by just staying alive.
Yeah, I'm up 7.
I think I'm up 8 from the start. Oh, that was incredible. I need to look at that from the broadcast. That was fucking funny, man. I like how everybody just died on the back straight like 10 seconds after the wreck had already happened. Okay,
That's just ridiculous.
10 seconds is generous. 5, but still.
I went through 3 chicanes around 3 drivers
Judge
before the last one got me.
44, job.
Yeah, I might have got some netcode damage. If you can check that, Dan, but I might be good.
Your car's looking good.
I'm pretty sure I'm toast.
Popping out.
Okay.
We'll see when the tow's done, but I'm pretty sure I'm toast.
Yeah, me too.
Oef. Hello? Oh,
Nee, je auto is goed, Julian.
mooi. Dank je.
Je auto linker voorwiel schoot er even uit. Hij schoot er weer terug in.
Ben benieuwd zo. Okay, for the restart, remember, cold tires is death. Yeah, just try to stay alive. Got 137 laps more to go, so. We already lost too many on the first lap, so.
Well, I can't believe I'm not toast the way it was handling, but I don't know how they could fix what I was feeling. We'll see in a minute and 6 seconds.
Maybe
Me.
season 2s at Gateway are just cursed.
That's a fair point, John.
Nice, huh?
Were you here for the season 2 race, John?
Yeah, I finished 3rd.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't remember anything from that race other than the massive amount of wrecks and that Gary won. And the fact it was on Halloween night.
Yeah, the 4 finishers was Gary, I think it was Van de Sant, and then me, and then Michael Jeffries. Those were the only 4 that finished.
1 lap to green.
Julien UL, please, thanks.
It should send you to the back automatically. I'm not sure why it's not doing it.
I don't know, but still I wanna rather be on the back seat. Just like last week, basically. The week ago, yeah.
Get ready, going green.
Oh, I don't know why it would even let me out of the pits with a car this bad. Wow.
Yeah, your wheels are not standing right.
Pace car is in.
Yeah, now they're saying they can't fix the damage. The first time they said, "Oh, we'll have you out in a minute and 6 seconds."
You're in the top 10.
Thought it was strange that your front wheels was turning to the left.
Yellow flag
Yeah, I
out.
take it you got
Last
caught up in
mile.
that too.
Pit road is closed.
You got any chance of getting back out?
40 seconds optionals. See how the car feels, but the wheels look decent.
Catch stop 44. Cha. That was your fastest lap of the session. Pit road is now open.
I will pit this time, guys, just to top up on fuel. Uncheck the tires, just take fuel only.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I do not want to be at the back of the pack.
I mean, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, reminder, shortening the yellows. Forgot to say that in the driver's briefing. The rule here is that on multiple yellows back to back, I'm gonna shorten the yellows by 1 or 2 laps, however many iRacing allows me to get as much green flag racing in as possible. So yeah.
1 lap till we go green.
I'm out.
Pit road is closed.
Can I get my lucky
Have
dog,
fun.
please?
Yeah. Everybody stay low, stay low.
Let the 7 car
I
by.
can't believe with all that carnage, only 3 cars are out, and I'm one of them.
Get ready, going green. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 29.143. Car outside. Hold your line. Clear outside. Inside. You just hit the fastest lap. Keep high. You're in 5th. Clear, clear.
What is this? A green flag racing lap?
You just hit the fastest lap. You're in 4th. You just hit the fastest lap. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.4 seconds. You just hit the fastest lap.
I feel really dumb for making the race distance 20 laps longer than it was supposed to be.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 25.107. Keep it up. Keep taking here. Keep taking.
Whoa!
Go high. Go high.
What the hell, Hugo?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch stop 46. Car. Catch stop 46. Car.
Bottom or top, not on the bottom, sliding, like, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Inexcusably ridiculous.
You have a VOR classic on our hands right now.
Pit road is now open.
I'm gonna jump in and actually mention that.
A sketchy setup. The car comes around.
Gary, is this not
And-
reminding you of Gateway Season 2?
And from his car, he has joined the channel. We're under caution here. We have our in-car reporter, Julien Altena, out there. Julien, yeah, this kind of does remind me of VOR Season 2 in the IR18 series. What's going on out there?
Lack of talent, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah?
The setup really isn't that difficult. I think what happened to Hugo is he was off the pace from damage and then he didn't go to the right lane. He didn't hold his line basically, and then Craig had nowhere to go. And what happened on the first lap I think was more or less the same, with the slower car on the bottom and then going back up again, from what I saw anyway. So yeah, people just need to be patient and understand it's a long race. It's even longer than it was scheduled to be because I set up the session wrong. So plenty of time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I originally thought it was 120, and I was doing my notes, and I was like, 140? Okay, we're going longer, folks.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just what people need to remember, and it's a learner series, but it looks like even some of the veterans need that learning experience.
Yes.
Oh, hold up. Let me
for sure.
Let me shorten the yellow here really quickly. I'll leave you guys to it.
All right.
So we go green.
All right, going green this time. See ya.
All right, green this time, Bob.
Get ready. Going green.
Long race, guys. Don't be stupid.
Pace car is in. Green, green, green. You're in third. The leader just did a 25.57. Car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Alright, back in second place. Next car is the leader. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car inside. Still there. Keep high. Clear, clear. Good job. That was for first.
Car might go loose a little bit, so keep it in mind, John. Turns 3 and 4 especially.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1 second.
Surrounded by lunatics. I was shoved in the middle of a free wide situation going into turn 1. For some reason I didn't back out and I just full throttled it and jumped to 4th. And then I got passed back and now I'm back to 6th, but...
Yeah, just keep running, it will come to you. Jonas has only bought the track today, so he will probably crash at some point. Still finding the limit. Theodore and Boney will probably be lapped at some point because they hit the wall. So yeah, just be patient and run your race. Long way to go. John, if you want to save a little bit of fuel, just let off in 6th gear for turn 1. Let it coast until you're around midway through the building in turn 1. And then shift to 4th gear and pick
That's
up
what
the...
I've been doing. I didn't know that was actually fuel saving. That's just how I normally run.
Alright, well it saves you a little bit of fuel, so if you were already doing it, just keep doing it. But... And also Dan, if there's another yellow, I'll get you sorted with the lucky dog from the previous yellow.
And now I've got 15.0 laps of fuel left.
I'm only running when the yellow comes out. I'll come to the come out and do some yellow flag laps, but I am in no shape to be running with the pack.
Oh, I thought you were running on the track. Okay, cool.
I'm picking up a couple of laps on yellows. If I get a couple of yellows, I might get 2 more spots.
All right.
But I'm in no shape to be running out there with anybody. I can barely do 120 under yellow. And I'm not one of those guys that sits there and just keeps pushing the tow button and picking up laps. I'm trying to do it the right way.
Yep. Sounds good. Well, I'm saving fuel and I'm still pulling away a 10th a lap, so that's good.
The headset's gonna die like any minute.
Good to know.
Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch stop 30. 1.
Hey,
stop.
now
Catch
we
stop
pit.
7. Stop.
Yeah, make sure that your tires are checked and everything.
Catch the pace car.
Oh, Patrick spun again.
Yeah, I'm going to the pit anyway, so...
Let the 17 car by. Pit road is now open.
Okay, yeah, I just slowed because I didn't want to run into the back of you. Even though that's optional, it seems, in this race.
Nah, I'm gonna fuck it. Like, I don't have a meatball, but still, it's much worse, so...
Pit box in 10.
Well, that time didn't work out right because I came out too early and I was supposed to pass everybody, and I ain't going to do that. So I just
2.
towed back,
1.
but
Right here.
that's not what I was trying to do. I should have waited till the whole pack went by behind the pace car.
All clear. Punch it. One lap to green. Line up single file. Catch the pace car.
Oh god, one lap to green on cold tires. This is gonna be interesting. Evan remain on the lead lap.
Get ready. Going green.
Maybe 8. I don't know about Bill Colley.
Pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, there goes the whole
Yellow
field.
flag is out.
Wow, that was loose. Jesus.
Pit road is closed.
Literally everyone but, like, Edson
I-
died.
people.
I barely turned in.
Be careful with these cold tires. That's
Dropping a lot of
in the
fluid.
pit road and it's about coming out.
Catch stop 46.
Well, I'm done.
I barely turned in as well. Like, it just went.
Stop 30. One car. Catch stop 30.
I went into a freaking fence, dude.
Can't fix the damage.
It's kind of awesome, I'm not gonna
This
lie.
isn't one of those things where you're not allowed to warm tires. It's like,
Yeah, you should have given us a yellow lap or two.
Christensen is done.
Lack
And-
of talent, Julian, huh? Lack of talent?
Oh no!
Oh man, that was gonna bite me. I mean, I was telling to my guys, I barely turned in as one. It just went. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to dunk on you too hard earlier, but I said I did some test laps in this, and I think it might not be lack of talent. It might be the setup.
Let's watch here. Julian going through 1 and 2, going to the bottom. And it just comes right. He catches it, and then it got loose again, and then right up into the wall. And yeah, this totally has straight up vibes without the pack racing, but straight up vibes from VOR Season 2.
It's the track. It's not the setup. It's not the drivers. It's the track. IndyCar should not go here. I'm just kidding. They should.
Well, so I think what we're going to boil this down to is Santos is your leader. We still have 94 laps to go. Bonnie is P2. Meadows is P3. And I think he'll still need to pit, probably get that front wing looked at. And Collie following the Godso strat to the T. To the T. From where we see Danich on the backstretch. Car having trouble turning, but Bill Colley following the Godso strat to the T that led me to the victory here in VOR Season 2. To the T, starting from the back, keeping everything in front, and waiting for everyone to make the mistakes in front of them and just make up all those positions. To the T. Can Bill Colley get the win? That's the key question. As we're now down to I think 4 cars. Weber is back underway. Let's take a look at his in-car, see how he tracks. He seems pretty straight. How Weber is not off the lead lap, that is pretty remarkable. He is on the lead lap still. Car does not like it, looks like it wants to stay in a straight line unless he's trying to scrub in those tires.
I've never seen a right front tire suspension be repaired that quickly as Jonas Weber's crew did. Give a shout to them.
Dan Inch is back in knowing that all he needs to do is just make up some laps here, and he just makes up some spots. Like, Dan Inch can work his way into a top 10 finish just by rolling right now.
Yeah, and his
That's all.
His wheel is 90 degrees to the right to go straight.
Oh,
So.
oh my God. We're riding, and there it is. That's Dan Inch trying to keep the wheel or keep the car straight. That might be a little too much.
Dan is just running under caution, is what he told me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm about to say, if he's just going to run under caution.
I am going to get off the track.
He's also saying, don't get too close to me. Oh, I'm
Look at him. The wheel is straight as he makes the turn effortlessly through turns 3 and 4. That's how bad he's out of alignment right there.
Can you shoot up here and take a look at my right front wing?
Tell you what, Gary, if Bill Colley does win this race, I'm buying a number 31 blue and green Sprite Armor All t-shirt.
Because I don't
Says
have
Bill
that much
Colley the
control.
second on it, and I'm going to wear it every Friday for every broadcast.
Dan's still driving, so yeah. But Dan,
I don't know what livery you have him in. I just have him in a plain blue livery.
Front right tire came off, so I'm kind of in the same boat. No worries about me.
Well, I was debating pre-race whether to wear my glasses for this race or not, and I decided not to. Maybe I should have, so I could have seen that coming. Because I can't see a mile away without them.
Kind of deceptive. My car does
Well, this
not
track
look
is a
that
mile
bad,
and a
but
quarter,
it's not driving
Julian,
with
so
that,
you got a little more
looks
there.
don't
You
seem to
probably
mean much.
should have put the glasses on.
Exactly, yeah. I'll keep that in mind for tomorrow when we run here twice. But yeah, I'm done, so...
And we're just riding with Dan Inch here as he's. I think he's going to take it to pit road right now. Yeah, as he really has, if I get some more caution here, 3 more laps and he will pass Leighton Furness. Another 5 more laps, he'll pass Hugo Gallas. Another 8 more laps will pass Craig Forsyth, and he'll have a top 10 finish. But we're getting ready to go green. Edson Santos.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Don't crash in turn 1.
Yeah. Kind of everyone tiptoeing through 1. Santos through, Bonnie through, Meadows through, Colley through, Jonas Weber through. So that's good. Meadows to the inside of Bonnie. And it did look like that Meadows got a new front wing. So what is, when the car is acting that wicked, Clindy, what is the best way? I mean, is it to go as high as you can in the corners just to minimize turning that wheel as much as possible?
So there are kind of 3 different schools of thought, in my opinion. The first is to go as slow as possible. Bill Colley has done that today. The second is to warm the tires as much as you can and take as much wheel out of the car. So to your point, do that high arc and try not to turn the wheel very much at all. And then the third option is to send it and hope it sticks. Most of the field today chose option number 3, and it was a poor choice. Yeah, it takes about 2 laps. 2 laps under full load for these tires to get to a point where you can actually drive them like you'd like to, and not have to go very, very slowly or very, very gingerly through the corner.
I think everyone's kind of getting into a rhythm here, hopefully, as Santos has a 4/10 lead over Meadows, and then we're about 8/10 back to Bonnie.
Podium position for the new sponsor. If he can hold on for another.
Yeah. Good debut for the title sponsor here. So let's go in the Wayback Machine back to VOR Season 2. So we were on the old track and tire model still at the time. And I don't know if you were involved with iRacing much then, Clindy, but the races here were pack races. And everyone was on top of one another. I remember, first of all, the race was on Halloween. That was the first thing. There might even been a full moon out, at least in my portion of the woods. Yeah. But let's see. I qualified not bad. I think maybe 5th or 6th. I can't really remember. It wasn't the worst, but I was not up front. I think I started alongside Matt Houston, and as we're just racing, it just kind of moving up. And we had an incident pretty early on. It took out a bunch of guys in the rear, mainly though in the rear. Then another incident took out a bunch up front. Then all of a sudden, I'm up with the leaders. Then we have another incident where there was a driver in the league that kind of drove in over his head a little bit, and I just let him pass me. And then 3 laps later, he wrecks and causes a big one in front of me. And I somehow netcode through Julien, but I think I picked up some damage there. So I was able to get my front wing replaced. And then after that, I think we were down to like 5 or 6 cars like we are now. And I was the only car at roughly 100%. I think everyone else was sporting damage. And I mean, I tried to get that race away. I had to make a late race pit stop, and I spun coming to pit road, and that caused the last yellow, and that's how I won the race under my own yellow.
Wow.
So yeah, but I tried everything I could have to throw that race away, and it would not allow me to throw it away. Bonnie getting up the Meadows here.
He's kind of in the danger zone. You get to. Oh no! I jinxed him.
And he punched out before we were able to go yellow. And now we're down to 4.
I'm buying a Bill Colley t-shirt. It's going to happen. But yeah, like I was saying, Alexander got right to, 1/10, 2/10 behind Meadows, to the point where you suffer the aero push. You have to put more wheel into the car to get it to rotate at the speed you'd like to carry to attempt an overtake through turns 1 and 2. And if you throttle up, you're going to push into the wall. And if you understeer, you're going to want to steer more. And when you get the clean air, the car will snap loose. And he just hit the wall and then ricocheted down into the back straight grass and flipped over. End of day.
And we got Colley tracking down Meadows here, and I think Meadows. I think actually I'm looking at one of his ad blockers on one of the side of his car. It's that front forward wing on the side pod, and I think he's kind of struggling. And I think Colley's going to track him down. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Colley's there.
To the inside.
And Cody might just want to let him go.
The inside is not preferred.
Oh, listen to him. Listen to him. Just feather foot that, man. Feather foot. Woof. Okay, Weber is out. So now we're down to 3.
For fuck's sake.
So I know we said it's 140 laps or 90 minutes. Can we also go by last man standing rules?
You have to talk to the league admin.
we might have to do that anyway, because at this rate there will only be one. So.
Yeah, so I went back to watch what happened to Weber, and he just suffered chronic understeer going through 1 and 2, smashed the safer barrier with the right front, meatballed and off the track. Alt F4.
If I can bring something funny up for a second as well, guys.
Go ahead.
Josh Tucker and I always joke about killing each other in turn 1. And Josh started from pole in season 9 Pocono in the IR18 series. And that's what was brought up under the pace lap before we went green here. And you know what happened in turn 1 on this race? Exactly the same in a similar corner, just a little bit smaller radius.
Oh, Cody Meadows does the same thing Alexander does not but 5 laps ago, and he no longer has a front nose or a left front.
And that's done. Day done. So now we're down to Santos and Colley.
Well, Layson Furness is also back on track. I thought he was DQ'd earlier for ignoring a black flag, but he is clicking them off, and he may finish P3, even though he's 51 laps down right now, because his car is clean.
Yeah, and that was due to last week. He also got a black flag for that, and that was due to miscommunication with me and the other admins in the session. So, what that was for, the clearing of black flags, is usually if it is deemed to be an unfair black flag, we will clear them. But both of those races we didn't hear Layson at all. So
okay.
I cleared it for that reason, and of course it will be investigated after the race if it was fair to clear it or not, and if it's not, then he will be classified way.
I know we had the rule in the past that black flags wouldn't be removed. I was wondering if that was one of the rules, because I know that was in the rule book before. But we also talked about where if you have a glitchy black flag, where like the situation like when coming to the green flag, half the field crosses the start-finish line, the other half doesn't, and there's a wreck that causes a yellow and freezes the field, and then that typically causes a glitch. And I think we've had that before in the past, where you had to remove a whole bunch of black flags. But in terms of like what happened to him. Supposedly he passed a car or passed a car on pit road. Normally those aren't removed, but I guess if he could prove it was glitchy, then yeah.
Hey, Gary, I've got to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back.
So we got Clindy going for his own commercial break here.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons exactly why that rule was changed a couple seasons ago, actually. But yeah, basically, if that's something that happened, then it will stand and nothing will happen. But yeah, if he did pass somebody on the yellow and then didn't give it back for some reason or whatever, then of course the black flag clearance will be overturned again, and then he will be in some trouble with me later on. But yeah, if he can keep this going, and it was a clear thing to do. I mean, from the way I saw it, it was pretty easy to just clear it now, but I need to review it properly. But yeah, if it keeps going, easy podium.
Yep. Yeah, if just update everybody, and we got Edson kind of encountering lap traffic now, and how hard does he want to really race that lap traffic? And Leighton First going to stay very high in turns 1 and 2, keeps it out of the way for everyone. Leighton, Layson can get to here in another 20 laps. He can get up to Salvazzi and get past lap for 9th spot. So I went into the Wayback Machine again on Sim Racer Hub, and I found that race from here.
That race from here, yes. Season 2, you mean?
Yes, and I will.
By the way, I'll gladly stick around and keep the broadcast fun too. I have something to talk about. Did you already bring up the Penske fire from 2017 here in real life, Gary? Did you already talk about that?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
All right. Well, if there's a little bit of quiet in there, you might as well.
Gonna name this this graphic for the overlay that Gateway race.
Right, Gary, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problems. You did. I can't say you really missed much.
Well, I was actually a little concerned that Layson Furnace being lapped or being in the way would maybe cause trouble for Edson, but it looks like he got around him no problem. But Bill Cawley is now.
Yeah, Cawley's through. Cawley going high. Oh, Cawley in the wall.
I think he'll be okay. He might have a slight right side damage, but you know, with a 50 lap lead or whatever over Layson, second place is all but assured.
So here it is. I got it on the screen. So I beat Alex Van Ascent. That was one of John Christensen's first races right there. We had OGG there in that race. Shane Coogan, AJ Musselman. So we had some decent drivers in that lineup. And I somehow led 93 laps. And won by a one-lap lead over Alex Van Ascent. And Alex was driving a car that was ill handling. Under any other circumstance, that's a clear loss for me. That's a clear L over against Alex Van Ascent.
Look at that guy in P11 also. I wonder what he is doing in this league.
I know we've got that graphic on the screen, but Cody Meadows is back on this track, and he's right in front of Edson Santos.
Yep, we're getting right there.
And Gary, also the guy in P7, wasn't he triggered by you once?
The silent assassin, Dave Stedman, yes. Of course, our old teammate Oscar Fredrickson there in 9th. He was my spotter for the remainder of that race. And P10, that was the one that drove in over their head, and I let him go for 3 laps and then immediately piled into everyone. I think took you out. So here's Cody Meadows there. Edson Santos.
Ah, there he is in the chat. Dave Stedman. Hello,
Hi, Dave.
There's Dave, the silent assassin. Hey, Dave. We're living the VOR Season 2 race that we had here, if you might remember that, because we are in a very similar situation here. 18 cars took the green flag. We are down to 4. I think 4 just running right now. Your leader is Edson Santos, Bill Colley, Cody Meadows. What else we got here? We got Fordo DeChico. He's back at it. He's trying to, at least. It's not going straight. He's going to go back in tow. Layson Furnace. There's Layson. He is still running as well.
Cody.
Oh, and again, same thing. Yep, loose off corner exit.
I'm really not sure what the problem is with the setup, to be honest, because it other than the start on cold tires, it really isn't oversteer at all. Like, it's actually very easy to just drive it around the track and actually race it. It's really when you're overdriving it, in general, with any car, with any setup, that it becomes an issue. So that must be what's going on. I do have to say also the setup is very light on downforce to avoid the pack racing that we saw earlier in Season 2. That's what the point of the setup was anyway. So it might be that people are not used to such low downforce levels with these cars. Because the DW12 with the big wings do generate a lot of downforce, which is the reason I trimmed the wings down. But yeah, that might be why.
Something to watch here. Colley is making his...
Colley making a scheduled stop. Yep.
And so we'll see how he handles these cold tires. Hopefully he's very gentle.
And this is just outside the pit window too. It's 44 laps to the finish.
Oh, there it is right there. He started taking off and it was already slippery on pit road. Here he comes though. I think Cody is going to be able to get repaired possibly. He's got a new nose on. We'll see. That was a big hit. Here comes Doshenko. He's going to try to run again.
He's got to protect that position from Layson Furnace. He's got a 11 lap buffer or so.
Yeah, Fyodor had too much damage, so he towed again.
Yeah. But Dave's never understood the silent assassin. Well, we know that Dave is a person of not many words, and he tends to be a fast driver. And I always thought that someone that doesn't speak very much but tends to back it up by being very fast, I don't know, kind of comes off as a ninja-esque to me. So I always call him the silent assassin. But I think it's a cool nickname, honestly, to be honest. I think to be called the silent assassin. I mean, the silent assassin, Julien Altena, does not have the same ring to it.
I mean, what nickname do you have for me, Gary? That's what I want to know now.
Well, before you were that bratty kid.
I thought I was the best throw for a long time until I shaved it off, but. Love you too.
That was a long time ago, man. That was those early seasons, man, of the VOR League, where we had the old tire model and on those IR18s, a lot of pack races.
A lot of crashes for me on cold tires on the old tire model too. TI Spa comes to mind. TI Roval comes to mind.
Well, we're on 90 of 140. We're getting there, boys. Santos is your leader. Colley is P2. Fordor, I think what Fordor is trying to do is he's just going to the end of pit road, towing, which brings him back around, and I think he's getting a credit for every lap he does that, so maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Well, that's against the sporting code, so I hope he's not doing that.
I don't know if that's exactly what he's trying to do, but he keeps getting repaired and then towing back and then going, then proceeding past the cones and then stopping and towing back again. So I'm not sure what's going on. Layson Furnace, there he is coming off of corner 4 down the main straight. He is now 10th.
He's going to pick up a bunch of spots here in the next handful of laps.
Yes, he sure is. If he keeps it off the wall. In the wall, but he bounces off it very slightly. Boy, this is just jinx territory.
I'm just gonna start saying every driver's name every lap. That way we have some action on camera. Oh boy.
And then we got Craig in there saying setup is fine. Once a few laps in, just need to control entry speed. You're good. It's just cold temps on cold tires for pit exit and restarts that is dangerous. Yeah, and there you see the up in the corner, just under the broadcast bugs in the top right corner. We have the track temperature, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. No! Kisses the wall, caution. Careful, careful. Just bring it to the pit road, buddy. Bring it to the pit road, buddy. No, he's going to stay out. Right.
Look out,
yeah, don't do it right in front of the leader.
Ooh.
Sorry, I lost it at that point. Let's go back a little bit further there. And coming off
Maybe
of
this
corner.
is why iRacing took the license from us, Gary.
It's the same conditions for everyone, though. So it's not like at Edson. I think realizes, and I think to a lesser extent Bill realizes that they're in for a long race, and it's no longer. And let's watch Lace and see what happens. Gets down to the rumble strips. Yeah, that doesn't. In a race like this, the rumble strips are just going to do exactly that. If he had a race where didn't have a lot of downforce and had maybe a car in front of him needed to help rotate, we've seen that happen before, at least with the R18s. You could get down there.
It did help him rotate.
It did, yeah, it really did, yeah. So he'll hopefully get back on pit road and just hopefully it's just a new nose. I'm not sure how much damage he does have there. Santos is going to stay out. Colley's going to stay out.
Okay.
They are on the same lap together here.
Yeah, and I also want to correct myself from what I said earlier about the fuel window, 44 laps to the end. That was considering the old lap count before I messed up the session, so that was 64 laps to go at the time. So I believe pit window is open right about 3 laps from now to make it. So
Okay.
just outside of it. I'll go in and check it.
And
It's easier. Yeah, 41
Leysa did make up those spots. He's now up to 7th. And at another 4 laps, he will pass if he can stay on the track. Come on, Layson. Make us look good there for a second here, buddy. He will move past Ford Ordoshenko in another 4 laps, and then another 4 laps, another 9 laps after that, he will pass Bonnie. So Layton might get into definitely a top 5 situation here.
I think if he can complete the remainder of the laps without crashing or going many laps down, he'll actually podium and finish ahead of Cody Meadows.
I think that's your story there. There we see Layton, his iRating numbers. His a 406 iRating, so he's just a beginner, at least on the service. Maybe he has a different account. I don't know. And a 234 safety rating, and only the D license, so he's still learning. I would say this is probably a good race under these situations and these conditions to learn a lot about a car that you can make no changes to whatsoever other than the way you approach the corner.
And I would love to give a shout while we're under yellow here to Dan Ench. Every time there's a yellow, he comes on out diligently, runs every lap under caution. He may pass Hugo Galez if we get another full course yellow. But, you know, soldiering away and not putting anyone in harm's way. So that's the way to do it if you've got a broken car.
Yeah, the camber of that left front, right on your television screen, but left to his driver's left. Not pointing in the right direction.
Well, it is pointing the right direction.
I don't know why.
Well, now it's pointed the right direction as he works his way. The steering wheel is held in upright condition. Added if I could talk, but yeah, there he is. So he has now his wheel. Look at that wheel now. To keep it straight, but to go through the corner, the wheel was straight up and down.
How did I pass under yellow? I pitted.
And those are a pair of well-scuffed Firestones.
Bill Colley just got burned with the same passing under yellow due to the shortened access road.
What's going on here?
I thought he was topping off to maybe
I don't
stretch
know.
it
It's
to the
all-
distance
it's all
without
screwed
pitting
up.
again?
You gonna stop and go?
Likely.
Or getting ready to go back to green
I just
here
got a
for
freaking
lap
penalty
99.
It kept telling Dan to pass me, but it didn't tell me to wait.
I guess it gives us a good opportunity here to talk about our upcoming calendar. As we let's get everybody under growing racing again here.
I'm going to stay left, Bill. I gotta run at least one green flag lap, or I can't get rid of this black.
Dan
I got
Inch
a
is
penalty
staying on
too
the
for
track.
something stupid.
Pace cars in.
Saying I passed under yellow, but I was on the inside of everybody, I think.
And it's going to stay to the.
Green flag.
That didn't really help the guys behind him too much, but Edson gets a big lead here. Edson tippy toes through one. Here comes Collie, makes it through. Layson is now 1 lap away from working his way up into the 6th spot. So let's talk about our upcoming schedule here while we got plenty of time now. And we'll probably get into a couple sponsor reads as well. But tomorrow, Julian, we are back here again at Gateway for a doubleheader in the VOR the VOR IR18 series. You can see that on FTN. Just check them out on YouTube at their channel, FTN, Foxtrot Tango November. And I will be on the color commentary on that race there, do 2 races. And then we'll be back here again for Gateway afternoon on Sunday afternoon for the IRO5s. Hopefully have a better showing there for the IRO5s. And then later that night at 8 p.m., we might actually see Edson Santos again, as well as probably Collie, maybe even Forsyth. We'll see. But when the... maybe even Tucker as well, Kinder as well, with the Dark Horse DW12, their DW12 series at Michigan. And then Monday is Championship Monday and the ISRA Truck Series at Fontana. We'll wrap up that series, we'll crown a champion there. And then, once more, our signature series, the IndyCar Oval Series, top split broadcast on Tuesday. We're back here at Gateway again! And Clindy, oh well, it just so happens that we have a bunch of gateways that just happen to fall on the schedule all at the same time. Of course, the reason why you do it, of course, in VOR is to kind of keep all the series together at the same track. If people want to go from the IR18 to the DW12 to the IRO5, they're all racing at the same track if they want to. But yeah, it just so happened Gateway came up on the Indy Fix schedule, so we'll be here, and Clindy will be in that race. Clindy, your thoughts?
Yeah.
Have you got a chance to practice here yet?
No, not yet. I was gonna I haven't even done my Nashville race this week because I was busy moving. So should I get that taken care of this weekend? Hopefully I can find a high SOF to hopefully win, and then I can practice for Gateway.
Hopefully win. I love it.
Kyle, wasn't there some sort of bet that you made in the DW12 Indianapolis broadcast with Gary for the Indy Fix season this time around, or what was it again?
Yeah, so I'm trying to podium the final standings for Indy Fixed Oval, and if I do not podium, I will send $5 of iRacing credit to every single person who finished ahead of me in the standings. Currently, I think I'm 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th or something, so right now I'm looking like $50 out of pocket, but I finished 4th or 5th last season and 3rd the season before that, so just trying to keep myself accountable.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody of that so they would all know. I'm just being very generous to them to keep them up to date on that. So
I'm the generous one, Julian. So
I know. I'm just getting it out there. That it's a reminder that you're doing it. You're more generous than I am for sure for doing that, but only 6 laps and it's a top 5 for Layson.
Yeah. Just checking chat here. Forsyth also says, "Yeah, don't touch the apron." We got to make that T-shirt. It just simply says "apron bad." Dave Stedman says, Just never had the mic set up right to talk a lot. Well, that might be a good thing. I know a lot of guys that get really chippy on the mic, and you're just like, mute, shut up. Oh, late into the wall.
Keeps on trucking.
I think Dan is on. We're watching Dan. He is now to 12th, but he probably should park it now. A lot of green flag laps spinning. I think that's against the sporting
Two more
code.
laps, he passes Craig Forsyth. Come on, Gary, give him 2 more laps.
Oh, I know, but I remember I got in trouble in a race for trying to do something similar to him, so he probably shouldn't be doing it under green flag conditions, but he is up in 12th now. And all things considered, at least gives us something to point the camera at. Edson Santos, your leader by 9 seconds over Bill Cawley. Cawley just trying to bring her home.
On the restart, rather.
30 laps to go, 110 of 140. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on this Friday afternoon here in the VOR IndyCar DW12 Iconic Series. And
iconic.
Oh boy, it's going to go down as one of the all-time greats here. Cawley is way out of the throttle in 1 and 2. He's like, screw this, I'm just getting through the corner. That's all.
I have a new fear of this track, Gary, and it has nothing to do with this race. I was watching Dan on pit road, and he almost clipped the
stairs. The stairs, yes.
Got to watch out for that next week.
To ease your mind on this, the stairs are actually not hittable, if that's even a word. You can hit them.
Yeah, I think you can. They're.
Well, there's no collision.
Transparent. Yeah, you can go through them, I think. Yeah.
Pretty sure you can. At least I have never hit them.
And hey, Dan Inch gets that 1 spot over Craig. Move Dan Inch up to 11th.
And the crowd goes mild.
He might be able to get 1 more position if he can somehow find another 23 laps, so I think he's going to run out of time.
Yeah,
so
no way.
Yeah.
No way. He's running a lap, 1 lap every 3 laps Edson runs, and Edson's only got 26 to go.
Yeah, Dan Inch last lap was a 1:18.1.
That's miles per hour, right, Gary?
right. Yeah, if that was miles per hour, that's actually pretty fast for his condition. The minute 18.
Shh, don't say that.
Here comes Edson Santos.
So something to keep in mind here is that Bill did pit under the last caution and Edson did not. Bill may be able to make the race without stopping again if he's saving or conserving a little bit of fuel. I don't think Edson's been doing that. If Edson has to stop for gas, an 11-second lead is not big enough. A 12-second lead is not big enough. You're going to need 19, 22 seconds minimum.
Ash, in a race now with 4 cars remaining, 3 cars remaining, where we're going to have some drama here?
I hope so. This is gonna be fun. And Layson Furness is about to go a lap down to Edson Santos, another one, which means he may not podium. He may not catch Cody Meadows.
No, he's already out of it.
Oh! He gave Edson room on the outside, and Edson tried to go, and he kind of slammed the door on him. I don't know if he really knew what to do, where he wanted to be. I would have ducked to the inside of the racetrack there and just let Edson go on by. I think he was racing Edson a little bit hard in that situation, more hard than he needed to. But again, it's a learning situation for him.
I think he didn't expect Edson to have so much speed. I think Layson's picked up a little extra damage, and I think he got caught by the Delta, and he just panicked because he apologized immediately over the radio.
Okay, yeah, like I said, this is a learning. I think this is a little bit of a learning race for Layson. That's to be expected.
Well, it's a good learning experience, like you mentioned a couple times already, because there's been a pretty big contrast to last week in this race. The first race last week was really good, really clean, really competitive, and then this race was, well, I'm not gonna say the full word because I don't know how strict you are on bad words. But it's been a
I don't
mess
have
show.
the I don't have the sensor beep hooked up, so no, don't do that.
It's been a poop show.
yeah. Been pretty rough.
But then
Let's
again,
take a look at the while we're watching these cars kind of make these last 20 laps here, and we'll catch here the next definitely get the last 15 for sure. But take a look at the remainder of the schedule for the season. There you see it. We've gone Michigan. Now we've done the Gateway. Let's get Gateway out of here. 2 weeks we go to Texas, and then hopefully this is going to be an interesting one here. These cars, hopefully a much bigger field at Daytona. And then Indianapolis, and then Auto Club. So, still, after today, 4 more rounds to go. A lot can happen. That Daytona race is the big wild card there. Although, who would have thought Gateway would have been the big wild card again?
Julian, would you be open to me being an in-race reporter at Daytona? I could do commentary while riding at the back of the pack.
oh, I mean, I think if based on what we've seen here today, I think everybody's gonna wreck anyway. So if you want to be in it, then absolutely go for it. I don't mind. Doesn't make a difference. No, but on a serious note, like I did the Lara Dash at Daytona I was gonna say the other day, but it was like 1 or 2 weeks ago now. And I was racing at the front of the field, just minding my own business, just being patient for a 20-lap race or whatever it was, 15 laps. And then the guy on the inside who was leading the race just barely clipped the apron, and he completely wrecked out the entire top 6 cars that were still racing for the lead lap. So it was almost as bad as this race was, to be honest. But I mean, it was good while it lasted.
Was that did they have you racing in the Lara Dash at the Legacy Daytona still, or did they have you racing at the new version of Daytona?
No, they finally updated it to the new tracks.
I remember.
Last time.
Yeah, I remember racing the Lara Dash at Daytona on the Legacy version, and how bumpy it was. You know, and if you had a very strong force feedback wheel, it's like ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Yeah, that was murder. I told Julian when I originally saw the schedule, I said, make it Legacy Daytona. Let's do the bumps again. But he said no.
No, I'd rather not.
Harry, do we want the good news or the bad news here with 15 to go?
So let's start off with the bad news, because it can't get much worse, can it?
Bill Coley is losing too much time to Edson Santos for his fuel strat to work.
Oh.
However, the good news is he is saving fuel. So if Edson spins on the cold tires, getting out of the pits, I think he might have a chance.
Okay. So we're just now waiting. Santos is now 38 laps under this current stint. So we expect him in any time, I think, for his final stop. Bill Colley pitted at lap 98. We think he's good to go, or getting very close to good to go. And speaking of poop, well, here's the puppy. He's come to see me all of a sudden, so that's normally that he's already done something.
Did you find any treasures last night?
Oh, yeah, that it was a bigger poop show last night than it is today, probably. So,
Hey Gary,
Yeah.
to fill up some of the racing left to go, do you mind if I quickly read something out that Bill wrote in another league's Discord? Because I think it's pretty important to mention considering the situation he's in right now, running second. Do you
Yeah,
have
go
1 or
ahead.
2 minutes? Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
I
just-
mean, long as it's good. I don't want to, Bill's doing a good job. I want to give him praise.
Of course, it's all about that. So, Bill posted this message, and I'm going to read it out word for word. So, starting with, I think with my problems, I have proved I am not a threat on the track. Wrecking people with it. Stupidity, yes, lol. But I was hoping this test would work, but now I have to wait for some more. Speaking of a medical test that he is.
Mhm.
You jumped through all the insurance hoops and then they give you another one. I have something called neuropathy, and it hurts so bad sometimes that he can't sleep with medication. He also can't feel the bottom of his feet. So
Yeah.
he was noticing a few years ago that he was going a lot slower sometimes, and finally realized that his feet were sliding off the pedals. So he made this and attached a picture to support his feet. I push so hard on the pedals to make sure I'm on them. Sometimes my thighs or hamstrings hurt after the race. And I was supposed to have a spinal cord stimulator put in to test to see if it would nullify the pain on April 10th. But my insurance now wants another MRI scan, even after the one I had in July, and did all their other requirements, physical therapy, steroid shot, mental evaluation. So now I have to wait for them to improve my MRI again. Sorry for the long-winded message. So that's what he wrote, and then a picture, like I mentioned, of that to support his feet. So Bill is driving with a very serious medical condition, and if he can finish this up and finish P2, even though everybody else behind him wrecked, which is a fact, I think this P2, which is pretty much guaranteed by now with only 8 laps to go, I think this podium is going to mean the world to him, and he deserves it because I know that Bill is not a bad driver by any means. I know he means really well, and he's really keen to learn also. But when I found out about that medical issue that he has, I really earned a lot more respect for Bill than what I already had, because he's always been a good member of the league in general, even without me knowing this and other people knowing this. So I really hope for Bill that he can pull off a win, but even a P2 for him will be incredible.
We get to see if Bill gets to take the lead here from Edson, who's pitting now with just a few laps to go, 6 to go.
Yeah, if Bill can hold on, I would consider this a real fairy tale, to be honest.
Now he's going through. He's going 3 and 4. Layson staying out wide, so he should pass on pit road.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Coley to the lead.
5 laps to go.
And there goes Santos.
And we've known Bill for a long time. He's been involved in the community. And if anything, the man gets out there and just tries hard, gives it his best to the best of his ability.
I think he's going to bring it home, Gary. I'm buying a Bill Coley II t-shirt number 31.
Keep going, Bill. Santos has got foot to the floor. He's got to try to get this one, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Bill, clutch and coast there. Catch and coast. Let's go.
Bill reminds me
Let's all root for Bill. Let's all root for Bill. Going through 1 and 2. Gingerly, 4 laps to go. Couple more times around, man. Just bring her home. Hit your marks. We'll ride along with you.
And Layson Furness has made it to P3. He is on the podium. 53 laps down.
3 to go. Santos 16 seconds behind and gaining. But he's not going to gain enough. Last time by 167.8 for Colley, 174.9 for Santos. Colley coming to 2 to go.
Come on, Bill. Come on.
And this is the Godso strat. He did it. If he could bring it home, he did it. Santos 14 seconds, 13 seconds back. Looking at the white flag. 1 lap to go. With everything you just said, this is going to be a huge win, regardless of how many cars are left in this race. You want to root for people like this. These are good people. Santos 12 seconds behind. Clear off a 2 down the backstretch.
You can coast.
Last time into 3 and 4. For someone who's much deserving of a win, we don't get to say it very often, but you deserve it. Bill Colley gets the win here on Friday at Gateway.
Run.
And a comedy run to the finish for a driver so deserving. He gets to go.
I don't know
down
what to
the
say,
backstretch
Bill.
under
That
a
was
shower
that was
of
awesome.
sparks.
Congrats, man. You deserve this so
There's the
much.
second flag. Great job, driver.
Saved and I saved lap after lap. Next day, and I think I got 1 lap left on fuel.
And he has extra in the tank to maybe give us some donuts on the front stretch. Way to go, Bill. Way to bring it home.
There you see Bill Carley led 6 laps. That's all he needed to lead. Edson Santos pretty much dominated today, led 100 laps, but it came down to fuel mileage there at the end. Layson Furnish survives. He did the classic drive that survived and worked his way to 3rd. Cody Meadows 4th, Weber 5th, Boney 6th, Doshinko 7th, Christensen 8th, Julian, you're 9th, Patrick 10th.
Yay, top 10.
Inch 11th, Craig and 12th, Gallus 13th, Bogdan 14th, Fortune 15th. I got this is a bug here. But the last thing we got Vanden Bosch, Tucker, and Kinder, and I think they're out of order, so I just got to report that as a bug. But that is our final standings here. And before we get into the interview room, we do want to talk about the Iconic Series is brought to you by IFS Personal Financial Planning. IFS Personal Financial Planning specializes in helping their clients make the most of their savings with holistic financial planning that is tailored to their specific needs over the course of their lifetimes. On average, they've been working with their clients for over 20 years, helping them navigate complexities of investments, the uncertainties of the market, and the ever-changing legislative landscape. They are a proud sponsor of the VOR DW12 Iconic Series.
Well, I'll leave you guys to it. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for Gateway, or this you, Kyle, for this league. And Gary, I hope to speak to you tomorrow on the podium interviews.
You got a couple opportunities, so we'll see. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. See you guys. Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Good job, Layson. Oh man, that was a meme race and a half. Jesus.
That was crazy.
We kept talking about season 2, which was one of the races that we also did here with the old time model on the IR18 still, and it was just as chaotic and crazy as this one. And Gary won that race pretty much the same way Bill did. So.
Layson, you had a decent car. Why were you gone for so long?
I got DQ'd.
Oh, okay.
But I came back.
Oh, there goes your mic again, Julian. Yeah, he's definitely. You got a loose wire there somewhere, Julian.
You mean in my head, or? Hello?
That definitely sounds like a loose or broken wire in your headset somewhere.
Hello? 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 Yeah.
There, I got you.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I forgot already now. So.
Well, what were you going to say?
I forgot already.
Hey, Bill, nice job, buddy. Way to hang tough.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Even though there's only 2 cars left. Congrats, man. You deserve it so much. Like for
Hey, survival, man. That was all about survival, and you did a good job of it, Bill. Congrats.
We're not getting your mic, Bill, if you're talking, just so you know, before you get dragged in.
Is it working now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Earlier in the race, I could
I
see
could see
Edson. I was running the same lap times, but then when the tires went away, I was losing times. I figured the only way I could beat him was on fuel. So that's what I did.
I hope you didn't mind, by the way. I read out your message from the Elite Server Discord about your feet, so they'll probably ask you about it. But yeah, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how many laps I went on fuel. I had to be around 45, 42, maybe 42, I think.
Well, it worked.
There he goes. I'm so proud of him, man. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. I really wasn't planning on going out on track under green again, but when we got down to 2 guys out there, I thought, well, surely I can keep it from crashing into somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way it goes sometimes with these.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know. Well, the only way I was telling the guys, the only thing I could do was
beat him on
fuel. Because earlier in the run, my tires would stay with it.
Let me mute Bill. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, yeah, I mean, I was saying, like, it just happens with these kind of races, with the old tire model especially. I have to say I didn't really consider it. In testing, it was all good. Didn't really practice or simulate a race restart or anything. But, I mean, other than the restarts on cold tires, the setup was fine, and I don't really get why people are complaining about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it's up to people to practice and to understand they're going to be loose in the first couple of laps. I mean, it's up to them to know this stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is. And I mean, even though I crashed out myself, like, it's just down to knowing the car's limits and stuff. And even I got caught out by it, so I don't blame people for making that mistake. But criticizing the setup because of it is a bit easy.
Yeah, because we don't have adjustments and controls and things, it's going to be tough. You got to be easy on the starts. And I was sitting there weaving left, right, left, and I thought I had gone through it. And just about the time I went, whew, I hit that other guy. Man, I saw how you got through it. That was awesome, dude. Now your mic's not working again.
Oh, I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
I was typing a message.
Well, I don't think they're going to talk to me, so I'm going to get on out of here.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow if you're there. I'm gonna go to the attendance sheet and look. Okay, yeah. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll try it with cars. You can adjust a little.
Absolutely. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Race control scoring has ended.